Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you, gradual breakers. You keep your eyes on the road, so you've seen it all. As long as it all happened directly in front of you, like a Swedish masseuse, your foot knows exactly the right amount of pressure to apply to the brake. That's why your passengers feel totally relaxed with you behind the wheel and occasionally super sleepy. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Good surprises, free dessert. Bad surprises, hidden fees. That's why University of Phoenix's Tuition Guarantee locks in your tuition rate from start to finish of your program, so you can focus on the sweet stuff. Learn more at phoenix.edu.
Running on an empty heart, not a trace of gasoline. Trying to dim every single spark that could hurt, that could burn all of me. Like a soldier on the battleground, lying wounded on the field. I was fighting alone with a broken sword. Now I'm caught in a war with no shield. If you hold me now and leave me never, say you'll stay with me forever, then I surrender, surrender. If you hold me now and leave me never, say you'll stay with me forever, then I surrender, surrender.
Ladies and gentlemen. Luna, what? What up, what up? Paul say he's going to be 10 minutes late. He is working his way over here, so we'll be good to go soon. But he is on his way. So for now, it's just you and me. If there's anything you want to chat about, for the moment, I'm down. I'm all ears. I'm open to anything. Otherwise, once Paul gets here, everything goes off the rails. Ever so slightly. Luna, you're fine. Hey, hey. You're fine. Baby girl, you're fine. Prepping for the rank 5 start time. Not wrong. We are technically, well, it's not even live yet. Rank 5s will be starting in what, 14 minutes for us? Which is a crazy late start time. Like, actually crazy late. I don't know if anybody else here is a Love Island fan. Hey. Bottle of bottle of Ginny. Thank you for the follow. If anybody else here is a Love Island fan, cast list gets revealed tomorrow. And it's going to be a fun ass time. A fun ass time. Hey, Meowmer, how we doing? I had I'll show this in the meantime. Where's it at? Let's go end game. While we're waiting for Paul. I can share this. Drop their report just in time for the Doomer talk, I guess. Oh, they did. Oh, they did. What the fuck does that say? Nami feet enjoyer? Jesus Christ, we have gone too far. I swear to God. Not even half feet? I don't think so. But nah. I am so ready. You have no clue. I'm still scorching hot in these streets, baby. Not feet enjoyer? I swear to God.
Joking about meeting Mitchell Musso
my feet is not like that.
He wanted a piece of that. Have you ever shaved
Royal
your
Court.
Go! Yeah, go ahead, bitch. I ain't stupid enough to fucking follow you, asshole.
Street ghetto shit.
What's your favorite curse word?
Dumb.
That's dumb. Dumb?
Yes.
Have you ever said dumb in anything else?
No, but I have said a bad word in one of my auditions.
That's a kid. That's a kid.
Wait, Bo. Bo, can you tell us what words you said in your audition?
Motherfucking dog.
Motherfucking dog. Look who it is. Nope, he's still connecting. He's connecting to the iPad. Paul is younger than me, so it doesn't make sense that he's an iPad kid, by the way. For context. Was the worst pair of teams that we could send this year? Fucking Sentinels. Well, no, one of them's guaranteed to go. Probably FlyQuest Shop, or no, C9 Shopify is the worst combo. Do I need to update the banner on the bottom? You're right, I do. We will talk about the headlines. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
What were you having some
wanna-
struggles?
Yeah, my mic didn't want to go through. I had no idea where everything was put, but yeah, I was working on my some dirt in the yard that needed moved.
Well, that's okay. So
And
you're back home then.
yeah.
Nice. School's wrapped
And
up.
yeah, school's done. But I came home today and they brought out, like, our community does dumpster days, like our neighborhood does.
Yep.
And had the big old dumpsters, and I was like, no way, that's right now. So I had to sit there and try to get some dirt I had that I wanted to put in the dumpsters, and I had to dig it all up real quick, chuck it in bags, and then take it over.
Interesting.
I don't know if I should have admitted that, because I don't know if you're supposed to be doing that.
I think you're fine.
Because you're also not supposed to take TVs, but somebody just put a TV in 2 trash bags and yuck.
The
the
TVs
side.
I know you're not supposed to do. For a fact. that I know.
And by somebody, I don't know who did that. FBI guy. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Jesus Christ. So wait, you back on your old setup then, or are you still using the iPad?
No, I'm back home. I was gonna use the iPad tonight at home, but the iPad, the second I opened it, did a update. For some reason, my bad, not the iPad. It's a Samsung tablet.
Yeah, the tablet.
I had to get for work or whatever, and the stupid thing updates all the time. I mean, just all the time updates. And it just pushes them all. No matter what settings I change, it goes, you know what, we're going to push this update again. Because it's been a minute. And I'm always like, dude, can you just ask? I've literally told you to ask for consent, and it goes, we're good.
Consent does not exist in the tech world.
No.
So where do we want to begin today? Oh man, do we have headlines?
There's a lot.
Dude, we got so much shit.
I chose a terrible day to be late.
No, you're fine. I don't have a timeline.
Because there's a ton of, I mean, insane stuff. Really, we could start with, it was good of us to say that C9 will not lose yet.
I felt good on that. By the way, I called 10 games this weekend. I got all 10 games.
You did say 10 games.
The second series did not go my way.
I didn't do that.
But beyond that, we're fine. We're fine.
It did work out.
We ain't gonna talk about how that TL series ended. That's not gonna happen.
Oh, first off, I didn't even say it. Crud. Congrats. Back-to-back years, this podcast has had an NBA Finals team.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What are the chances?
Pretty goddamn good, apparently. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Bro, so my dad's probably going to be driving up to... I'm going to get tickets to one of the watch parties at either Radio City or MSG, depending on where I can get tickets to. And my dad's going to come up and watch. And he'll get to experience the streets of New York if we win an NBA final game in real time, which are fucking crazy.
That'll be sick.
I wanted to go on Sunday and just like celebrate with everybody, but I was already here and Emily was coming home and it was like,
Yep.
Or Monday, not Sunday. But it was like, damn. I saw the videos and I felt really bad that I should have went.
Don't listen to any of them. They're going to tell you that you don't stand a chance. Trust me.
Oh, I know.
I just went through this. You don't stand a chance. The West is too good. Blah, blah, blah. They don't even have Jalen Williams. I think you should be fine. It's going to be tough for you guys because once they get through Wemby, their bigs are going to be Super Saiyans for a minute. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, an offense that hums, like, it can get through to them. It really can. I mean, they'll be down some dudes. OKC's hurt. I think, like, low-key, people are going to hate this take, but I think they're kind of letting the Spurs. They were letting them get away with some crazy stuff. Like, they kind of are starting to hold them accountable. And a lot of people are like, I get OKC flops, don't get me wrong. OKC's crazy on the flopping and it sucks to watch. But some of the stuff the Spurs are doing on defense, I was like, that's nuts. If the Pacers could have done that last year, you know
They
how
won.
easy that series
Yeah.
would have been?
I
Like,
think game 4 was the refs holding OKC accountable. And then game 5
yes,
was, barring the one, like, the technical was bullshit. Like,
that was crazy.
utter
Crazy.
bullshit.
That was insane.
But that aside, they very much were holding San Antonio accountable this game. So it kind of did balance out. And I'm expecting there to be more of a swing back the other way in the next game, which, you know, you can have your gripes in terms of you want consistent officiating. That way people know how to play the series versus not.
Mhm.
But at least so far it's been fair in terms of how it's balanced out. So,
Yeah, it's also interesting to watch Wemby not be able to play like more than one game, like
yeah.
consistently. He cannot do a back-to-back. It's kind of wild. Like it's insane to watch. He legitimately goes in and goes, yo, I can't, like, I physically am shot after a game, which is so, I get why. OKC, like, people want to mock the two bigs fighting hard against Wemby and struggling, but high key, bro, they're giving him a lot of work. And
are.
the switching out with little guys and big guys, like, they're doing a lot of work on just giving him different looks. And if you don't watch a ton of basketball, you don't know like how crazy all those looks are. Because the defenders they're putting on him aren't bums.
Nope.
Like you may sit there and go, "Oh, Caruso and Dort are so tiny. Like how's this happening?" That they're stopping him, and it's because they're insane, bro. Like they're genuine psychos.
They're
at
wearing him
defense.
down slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And that was always my thing with Wemby in the playoffs is like, is he going to be able to handle a deep run physically? Because it's only going to get harder as you go. And people will bully him. Like there's no like he might be tall, but you can go for the fucking legs. Like, and people are very much being a little bit more aggressive with him. That I'm curious to see. I'll be honest with you, I don't think the Spurs can get it done this year. Like I think I want the Spurs to win the series because I think it would be better for us and it would be just a better viewed finals if it's us versus San Antonio. But I don't think he's physically ready yet for this deep of a run. And like through finals as well. I think he needs one more year to bulk up.
Having him play 50 minutes game 1, like they had to have it to win, but that was it. Once that happened, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if a dude that big can recover.
I mean, that was us last year. That was us last year with Jalen. Like you saw Jalen get burnt out as the series went on because we used him so heavily early on.
And we're psychos. We run like the freaks. I mean, we are genuine psychos in there, and so's OKC.
That's the thing.
I don't
OKC
think people
is
realize
in the same
like
ballpark.
Us and OKC. The only reason those series, like nobody, so a lot of people didn't watch because they just don't like either of us, which is totally fine. But like those that's why all the like podcasts and stuff were like, "Yo, this is crazy ball." Like, this is kind of awesome. Like, these two teams are sprinting the whole game. This is insanity. And that's what we do. Like, that's why I'm curious how you guys handle it this time. Because your coaching's a lot better, I think.
Oh, dude, the fact that we're winning games as bad as we are with nobody scoring more than 20 points apiece is fucking nuts. Like, that's crazy distribution that we did not have last year.
And who is it? Oh, your point today in the video, maybe it was an older video I was listening to because I was going back through them all. But you made a point about like the culture of a coach sometimes just doesn't work with the team he's on.
Yeah, that was today because I was talking about the Knicks and Brown versus Tibbs and then comparing them to Spawn.
I was like, yes, that is facts. Like, it just happens. Sometimes a guy doesn't fit what you're trying to do.
Yeah. But last thing I'll ask you before transitioning it back, who do you think is going to be going to the finals against the Knicks, and who do you think wins it all?
I think OKC both ways. I just think there's something to SGA. It's special. Whether or not it sucks to watch, yes. But I've been having a bit of fun with this. because I don't really care about SGA that much, because I'm not gonna lie, even though we lost to them, like people think I'm gonna be madder than I am. We low key have like the greatest trump card of all time. If our best player's Achilles doesn't snap, we probably
Yep.
win that series.
Oh, you
So,
do 100%.
It doesn't really matter to me that much, and like he low key, I don't care about him. And watching all the broad people hate him with a passion is like, welcome to my world, pal.
Yep.
You're watching a guy who's insanely good, and it pisses you off because he flops when he could just use his talent. And guess who literally watched his team lose a series to what some people would call the GOAT, in a series where the NBA issued an apology to us about a offensive goaltending, or my bad, a goaltending just in general, and then also fined a dude for flopping in the playoffs. Fined a dude for flopping. And then you have to sit there and listen to everybody go, man, he got another MVP. He got this, he got that, he wins championships, blah, blah, blah. You know how that feels? Well, you're feeling it today. Have fun. You don't like watching flopping? Guess what? Your dude created this. And that hurts to hear. It hurts to hear for you. And that's okay. You'll get used to it. Trust me. It'll keep happening. You'll keep wondering, when will this end? And it won't. It won't for a long time.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna disagree with you, and I'm gonna go with the Knicks for obvious reasons.
I don't blame you.
And this is gonna be my hottest opinion of probably all time. I'm saying Knicks in 5.
That's crazy. You're on something, bro.
I think the Knicks are on something. I think the Knicks are genuinely on something right now.
Maybe.
It's just different basketball. And I'm waiting for finals to happen where, like, if that does happen, where it's Knicks in anything less than 6, people are going to have to admit this was the greatest playoff run of all time.
Probably, yeah. It would be sneaky good.
It's historic already. It's the greatest month of basketball that's ever been
nobody's
played.
Really like. I just say sneaky because nobody's really giving it any credit, because they're just dumping on the teams you're playing.
Yeah. And then they'll find a way to dump on OKC as well. But
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to tell you no, because I like your excitement and I think you should have it. It's a fun time to be.
It's a fun time to be a Knicks fan. It's a fun time to live in New York City. That's the big thing. It is. Bro, we my favorite running joke across all of Twitter is we elected a socialist Muslim mayor to New York City, and everything has turned out right in the world for us.
Crazy.
And it's just great. Welcome to Mondani, Stan. They asked him about teasing the mayor of Cleveland or some shit. I forget who he made fun of, and a reporter was like, were you really going at him, or were you being passive aggressive? And he just looks at her and then looks at the camera and he says, I mean, come on. And then just continues on with the question and just moves on. It's like, dude, you're so nonchalant. I love it.
That's crazy.
He's great. Anyways, speaking of the coaching stuff, let's talk about LCS this past weekend real quick before we get into the macro stuff, because I feel like we're going to get really lost in the sauce once that conversation comes. Do you want to start with C9, or do you want to go straight into me flipping shit on TL?
I'll let you flip shit. I'll let you do that.
Something's changing before summer. I swear to God. Mark my words.
You think so?
Yeah.
No way.
I am terrified. What I'm seeing right now, I know we were close against Lyon, and Lyon's a good team. But this is the same type of TL that I've also seen. Like, we'll drop to the losers bracket, we'll beat Shopify 3-0, and then we will struggle and possibly lose against FlyQuest. It's exactly what happened in EWC.
Really?
Same formula, same shit. And
you think it's that bad?
I do, because the pressure is only going to ramp up from here. And it seems like when the pressure is on, dude, we don't fucking know what to do. And it's not, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, we're gonna make the same exact mistake. We'll make similar mistakes, but like, it's like a ship with so many holes in it that you're trying to plug one, but the second you plug one, another one pops up. Like, great, game 1, we have a perfect game, more or less. Like, Morgan dies and gets caught out twice, which is a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit foretelling of what's to come. Then game 2, Jose Dioto gets Morgan ahead. He does fuck all with it. And it's like tragic. Like it's like, okay, well, we can't give resources to Morgan. He's just not going to carry. He's not that guy. Fine. You go into game 3. Our draft is abysmal. Our drafts have already been bad throughout the split, and it rears its head here. Despite that, we start 4-1 and have like this insane lead, and then just get picked after picked after picked, and it's fucked. Then in game 4, it's like, okay, well, we clean up the picks. We get to the point where we nearly lose to a Smolder. Like, we're one team fight away from that being like a 3-1 series to Lyon, and it's way more depressing. But great, we close that out. And then you go to game 5 with the most like even neutral draft possible, and we make the dumbest fucking mistakes you could ever possibly see in your life. Like Yawn and Quid just walking into a Bard stun, which gets them both killed.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
It is. I won't lie. You guys, I was kind of shocked, like, how oddly bad. I really thought both teams kind of looked.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't leave that and go, yo, I think there's a real shot like C9 loses. I left it and was like, I really do feel like this is when they break the curse.
I still don't get that feeling yet. C9 is very beatable.
By these two teams, though? Like, you think one of them can do it? Like Lyon can?
That, I don't... Lyon is an interesting one, because Lyon, we know, scales as playoffs goes on. And also,
you only have to win one more game and you're guaranteed to go, right?
Sure, and also, what's Inspired's track record against Blabber in best of fives? Isn't it like 10-1?
Yeah, you're right. It is pretty crazy.
It's absurd. Like, this is another one of those moments where I'm not picking against Inspired.
Yeah, and outside the last game, I won't lie, Vulcan and Sven had a tough series. Like, the last game kind of hides that. But they were really getting cooked most series until Fly just got too cute. And Berserker is way better than Masu and Crouchin. Like, Berserker Isles. They're going to just get a lead, I would assume. I would assume Thanatos will, but...
I think Vulcan actually still played the series fine. Like, he was hitting some pretty nice combos throughout the series. Like, my weak link that I was seeing personally was, I thought APA got picked on a little bit until the end.
APA had a bad one.
And then Griffin just looks good.
He does.
Like, I don't know what
Griffin
Griffin
really
is scaling very quickly.
Yes.
But do I think that Lyon could beat C9? Yeah, I think they beat him this time around. Inspire just has Blabber's number. He does, like, there's no other logic to it other than, like, Inspired is just able to read people. And I think he's able to read C9 and know how they want to play it. And I do not expect Dokla to get subbed out at any point during this playoffs. He's exactly what they need in this moment.
Yeah, I don't know. Because low key, would you want Castle to just stabilize that lane?
No, Dokla did fine. I mean, granted, it's Thanatos versus Morgan, but like, I think
that's what I'm saying. It's Thanatos.
The real value for Dokla is that he's not going to go down so far that it's unplayable. He might get killed twice, sure, but he will. I mean, he will prove his
down pretty far.
But he won the one game where he got put really far behind. They won. All the rest, he was fine. And his team fighting is something Castle cannot replicate.
Yeah, and really the draft was so bad by FlyQuest in Game 5, it's hard to know. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure they want that one back.
Definitely.
That was incredible how bad it was.
What was their draft again, that game? I'm forgetting off the top
It
of
was
my
like
head.
Akali with Callista and
Oh, yeah, that was the Callista Renata game
Renata,
5.
yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. I remember that now.
And Akali top.
Yep. Yep,
It
I'm
was just so
remembering that.
ugly.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
You can't win them all, right?
Yeah.
But I
mean,
don't...
the crazy thing about the Callista pick is like it literally sucked when everybody was proud picking it. And they were like, you know what we're going back to? Something that hasn't even needed to be nerfed. It just sucks. And we're going to pocket pick it.
Yep.
It was so bad it made Jin look incredible. And Jin isn't really
Yeah.
that good either.
No. Here's the thing I will say, though, about this series upcoming. I don't think C9 is good enough in the early game, especially against Lyon, to be able to stop what is going to be coming from their team comps, if that makes sense. Because like TL's biggest advantage is that we get early leads in lane. Even with drafts that we have no business getting leads with, we still do. We just have zero clue how to close it out and zero clue how to play it, especially once we hit a certain timer. I don't have faith in C9 when Lyon picks like their smolder scaling comp to do enough by 30 minutes to put themselves comfortably ahead where Lyon's not going to out team fight them. And if you give me straight up 5v5 team fighting, I'm taking Lyon over C9 all day. All fucking day.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Like Inspired, you take over Blabber. Saint in team fights, I think you take over APA, despite APA looking pretty good right now. Berserker is Berserker. Nobody in this league is touching him when he's on in team fights. And
yeah.
I would give Vulcan over Isles. I would give Vulcan over Isles. I would give Thanatos over Dokla. But Dokla does a great job of neutralizing to the point where it's a completely different style that like you can't really compare them head to head. They serve completely different functions in fights.
People are going to be hard on Isles, but he's really closing the gap on Vulcan over time.
This weekend will be a real test. A real good test. Because I think it's a little bit further than people get.
He's been doing some good stuff. He's been, I mean, well, the general consensus is with you, I feel like. I'm kind of the outlier. I think he's really starting to make a lot of good plays. But whenever he makes like that Bard stun, right?
Oh,
if Vulcan makes the Bard stun, it's, man, what a shot by Vulcan. When Isles makes the Bard stun, it's, what is Yod and Core doing?
No, I think in that situation, I think it would be the same conversation. Because y'all, like...
But it's the human resources meme.
You're not wrong to a certain extent. It's just like, I think... If C9 and Vulcan did that against us, I wouldn't be praising Vulcan.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I'm on the receiving end of it. So, like, maybe different story. But, like... I don't know. Are you worried about FlyQuest or TL dropping their series this upcoming weekend? Or is it just going to be them moving on to a rematch?
I mean, I hope we'll win, but I don't have a lot of faith in it.
Do you think you take a game? Because you didn't last time. Last 2 times, actually.
I don't really think so. I mean, it just kind of blows that we trolled as hard as we did by not getting C9. Like, if C9 loses that game and they're super tilted, I think there's a chance.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen, so I don't know. I don't have a ton of hope.
I mean, you just got to hope that Zenny has a hell of a series against Quid.
Yeah.
I think that's your neutralizing factor. B-Boy can probably go even with Yon at the moment. I don't think Seos doesn't hold a candle to Core JJ even when Core JJ is not playing great. Jose Dioto and Contracts will actually be a good matchup, but I think topside should be Morgan favored unless like something truly has changed over the last month.
Yeah, I mean, it would take a miracle for us to win that series. I think maybe TL chokes it. I don't know. You guys would have to have like just an incredibly tough time right now.
Which, to be fair, apparently our scrims are going like ass, so you know, there's that.
Are they?
Apparently.
Well, maybe there's a chance there.
I don't know.
Maybe.
FlyQuest over Sentinels. Sentinels has beat FlyQuest every single time this year. Do you think that changes now?
That one's a hard one, bro. It genuinely is a hard one. Like, I don't know because I can see the angle for Sentinels to make a real losers run. Sen's
I
not
can too.
that bad of a roster.
I think it's tragic that I guess we don't have that many teams in the league, so like it makes sense that it's happening this early.
Yeah, you have to have these good matchups early.
But like
it's not really tragic. I don't know. It's tragic and it's not. I mean, next weekend is like we're guaranteed one great series.
You're not. I want both of them to win.
Yeah, I get you.
That's to me the tragic part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I get by all means, like it's probably a good thing that we're throwing, Shopify out to the wolves to TL. Like, probably a good thing there.
Mm-hmm.
But man, once we get that series out of the way, everything else is a banger.
If Shopify wins, what do you do?
I'll tell you right now, if Shopify wins, I personally either Spawn or one of the players is gone. But even though I don't think it should be Spawn.
Okay.
I made a video on this 2 years ago, and I stand by this. Unless Spawn was the one that like directed everything in terms of how the roster wanted to be made, like I'm assuming GM would have more control and sway over things. I would look GM wise, personally, if that's the case.
So Dodo?
Yeah. It's got to cover. Like, I'm sorry, it's the same problems for what?
Yeah.
4-5 years, give or take.
Yeah.
Barring like the APA and like rekindling Impact one more time.
Yeah.
Era. It's the same shit. So you either like Core JJ and Dodo are the through lines. So I'd be looking at those first and foremost.
Fair. I think it's really fair.
You need a shot caller in game, in my opinion. And I don't know if
they do really bad.
I don't care if it comes from support. I don't care if it comes top side. I think support is like the role that you probably look at the most to bring a little bit of leadership in there. I just like if they lose this weekend, something massively has to change. You cannot continue as is. And you have to make changes going into summer. Because making worlds this year in North America is quite literally everything. It might sound like a risk, but I don't think it is. FlyQuest is proving that you can have these young guys come in and look good. And you have vets on your team that should be able to help out a good bit. But we'll worry about that when the time comes.
I can see a world where you guys have to do changes for sure.
My logic.
I mean, even if you lost to Sen, I assume you'd want.
Yeah,
changes.
no. So anything below top 2, I think you consider it. I think anything below top 3 is required.
This is off topic from this. Is FlyQuest just gonna get 3-0'd because 1, Sen counters them really well, but 2, like that Renana Callista was just so bad, it just spirals them. I don't think confidently pocket picked that.
They're not vets, is my thing.
That's true.
They're rookies. Like young players, that shit will bounce off of you so quick. Forget about it, move on. Your attention span, just like next thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that part. I am worried about the stylistic mismatch that is Hambach being a very good kind of like shutdown jungler
Yeah.
that could stall Griffin's tempo.
Yeah.
Darkwings and Quad I put on a similar playing field. Topside playoff impact can be a very real thing. Can be is a very, you know,
You're doing him a lot of favors. Yeah.
I'm doing him a lot of favors on that part, but then I would say I would give bot lane advantage to Rahel and Huhi. Personally.
I would too.
So I think you have your angles to win. Pretty clearly.
Which that's why it kind of blew me away. Like, Masu and Cryogen were really curbing C9 that much.
Yeah. I mean, well, if they step up and they beat Rahel and Huhi in lane, this series is cooked. It's over. 3-0.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even going to be close.
That's why I just don't know next week. There's going to be a lot Sven and Vulcan got to do because I don't think they can get annihilated and C9 stand a good chance.
Oh, agreed. If you put Berserker 1,000 gold ahead, he's closing that out 9 out of 10 times.
Especially with the way Blabber just like functionally shuts down against Inspired
teams, yeah.
And I mean, APA is in a weird spot for an undefeated team that's on like what could be the cusp of something historic of not losing any series. I just don't feel that confident in them. But at the same time, I feel like there's got to be a shot.
If they get past this weekend, then I think fine. Like, sure. But
I just don't understand how they could not go to MSI this year.
C9?
Yeah.
Because their issue starts now. Like, they, at least Thanatos specifically disappears in the bright lights moments. And he's one of their shining stars.
Yeah, I mean, Gakkos is playing him well. Till game 5.
Yeah.
But game 5 was just so crazy. I feel like Fly tilted off the planet.
Yeah. Once they got that like early deficit, there was no coming back.
And giving I mean, C9 has 2 dudes who could possibly be MVP, and they gave them both like champs they're really good at. In the alley and the Gnar.
Yep.
Just seemed crazy to me. It was a weird draft.
I didn't like it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But what's your so lock in your predictions for this upcoming weekend score line wise. We'll save any more C9 Lyon talk till it's appropriate the following week.
I'll go Shopify 3-1.
Of course.
And Sen 3-0. Yeah.
I'm going to go Team Liquid 3-0. And then I'm going to go FlyQuest 3-1.
Okay.
I think it's where I'm feeling. But I wouldn't be surprised if that goes the distance. Because I feel like most of their series have gone the full length.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception
I just think Sen
PWC
like gets their
finals
number
was
here.
like 3-0, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Is this in the closet?
No, we're back on stage this weekend.
Maybe it could be worse. I don't know. I'll still leave the 3-0, but on stage changes it. If it's in the closet, I feel like Sen's really good.
Agreed. Speaking of really good, let's do the positive thing before we get to the negatives.
Okay.
You excited about rank 5s coming back?
Sure. I don't know if I'm even gonna get to play ranked 5s like that.
Oh, bro, that time slot is god awful.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at the time slot and I literally just went okay, and I moved on with my day.
I mean, I'll get to play
like,
it.
there's no
like,
world I play this.
One day a week, I'll get to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll be able to get on after LCS and just chill and have fun. But for everybody else, like, good luck. I love it. I love that it's back, to be very clear, though. Like, I genuinely, like, that is needed. It is actually needed. But I also think, like, in addition to this, you still need Premiere. This is at
You
least
do.
a good start.
I agree.
Is there anything else to say on that front? Or is that just a real quick, like, nice, then we move on?
I'm trying to think, like, I just don't see there's a world I can play ranked fives, and the time is so niche. I guess I'll put it this way: the most exciting part about it for me will be watching the replays of like the videos of people trying to go 100 and no.
That's going to be fun.
I will enjoy that. I will enjoy that thoroughly. I will more than likely, because of the time slot, not be able to touch it, which is unfortunate.
It should make for some straight up incredible content.
Mhm.
Like if I'm an AM team, I'm loading up and I'm trying to see like how many teams of 5 pros I can play against. And if you're the pros, by the way, and you don't play during this time, like if you don't queue up with 5-mans and like stream and like play together and talk, you guys are fucking dumb. I'm gonna just be so real. You are straight up missing the plot in so many ways. You don't have to play solo queue anymore. You can literally play with your entire team in a casual setting and just play for the hell of it and play against you're going to play against people with similar skill. So it should be like lower rank quality opponent or like NACL style, but like somewhere close. Bro, that's content for days. Oh, it's so good if they know how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
I was going back and forth with Genji's Arnold earlier today on that.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about like marketability and everything, and he's like, he made the point of like how it's on players to like make content and shit. And I was like, brother, I've been trying to convince North American players to make content for 3 years. They haven't done shit. So, congrats your folks over in Korea and your players over on Genji and Chovy understand that. Try getting that through to fucking Quid.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening, brother. I don't think I hate to tell people this, I think the odds of us doing an insane amount of content and popping off are kind of over. Also because when you watch the viewership of those, I know this is probably going to segue into a much more depressing convo, but I didn't even think about it till I said it. But the viewership of some of these guys' streams, I feel bad for them. Like, it's just not what it used to be. And that's got to blow.
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, it's their fault. Actually, no, I'm not going to say to a certain extent. It's entirely their fault that their stream numbers aren't popping. Like, what are they doing to promote it? What are they doing to grow their streams? What are they doing to be entertaining?
Yeah. I mean, it's just not. The player house is dying is like kind of unfortunate.
I don't think the player houses make a difference with today's day and age. Like they can all be in the same house. They're just gonna C9's in a player house.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, great timing from Archie in chat. Did you watch any of the clips that have been going around with Miss Chim Chim and Basil?
No.
Basically, Basil said that pretty much every banger tweet that you could think of that's happened in like the LCS over like the last 2 years, that's her taking over players' Twitter accounts and putting bangers out there because the players won't do it themselves.
Interesting. That's kind of crazy.
They are too scared to be cringe. They're so scared that a post and a video is going to get 0 views. So they won't do it.
Dang. That kind of blows.
I don't know how you combat that.
Is it crazy to say? This probably is a little crazy to some people, but the lack of realness is kind of weird now.
Define realness.
Everything is like behind closed doors. Like TSM there were things going on that people thought was straight up bullying or just too much to take in. But that's the type of stuff that people want. Like when you think of TL and Breaking Point, you think of Dardock saying, "Just pick me whatever so we can lose in peace." Like those are things that define a team. Like, because you got to be real. Not every team is winning, right?
Yep.
There has to be some point of struggle for the teams that are losing, and you want to walk with them in that struggle. You want to be there for that. Like people hated when Riot played the clip of Carrier crying, right?
Yep.
But the next year, people kept playing that GIF and saying, "Look at him now, he's so happy." Like filming that was totally worth it because at the end of the day, it's part of the storytelling. And yes, these are human beings. I get that. People are going to say they're humans, don't do blah, blah, blah. But they chose this career path, and this career path is this. Like, it is being very raw. It is being very open with everything. The struggles fit a lot. That C9 video, like, a couple years ago when, was it Blabber or Berserker punches the
Berserker.
wall? Berserker punches the wall? That's real. That's, like, stuff you want to watch.
I wish they would have shown that.
I mean, old TSM would have, and people would have called it toxic. Like, straight up, they would have. I mean, they did. They showed all of that.
Yeah.
That's why people, like, but people were incredibly parasocial to that team. Like, even Dyrus now has a soft spot in a lot of people's hearts. And I just don't know how you rebuild that.
The players just don't realize that they're supposed to be celebrities. And
Yeah.
I don't just mean like celebrities like you get to show up on the Rift. Like you are an internet persona. You are a brand, whether you like to think of yourself that way or not. You fucking are. And you have an obligation to your own paycheck, let alone everybody else around you, to do the things that would bring in clicks and draw views, which increases your paycheck. And they don't get that. They just, for whatever reason, think that they need to go out, play their best, and win because that's what's going to be what drives their paycheck. When the reality is your region is fucking dying because you don't understand your role in this to play to help us curtail this a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And TL, like, low-key, just don't remember their roots. Because they managed to build an insane fan base while losing all the time. They were literally, like, known as 4th place for a long time.
Yep. And had content galore.
Yeah, they had crazy good content, but the content was real. That's why people liked it. It was like the struggles, the actual struggles. And I just don't see them do it now. I know somebody put Carsey's Twitter. Yeah, Carsey's an example of like, I guess he's real, but he's so cringy that it's like he has his base, but I don't know what it would be. Like, it's
never
not
gonna hit mainstream. Like, it's never gonna be the. I mean, it's good to have somebody like that. You want people that are on the fringes, but then you need your main characters as well.
Griffin is one I think of, who's like, that dude is real, but if they lose to Sentinels, I need something like, I want to really feel his pain.
Yep.
And that sounds weird to people on the outside. I get it. It sounds weird at the start, but it's like, it's just good content. Like, it's great content for people to be able to feel what you're feeling.
Yep.
And to take that in and to understand that it sucks. Like, TL last year missed an opportunity of really diving into all that.
Yeah.
With the roster blowing up. They kept it really quiet, and I have no idea why. I just don't. And FlyQuest, like, last year, they were trying to minimize some of the stuff and, like, hide from it. That's when you need to be playing it, bro.
Oh, yeah. You just let the court of public opinion decide.
Yeah, like, honestly, inspired stuff, like, So people are memeing the AT&T things, right? Where they go in and do the voice comms, and they're doing some stuff that's crazy in some of these voice comms.
Yeah.
That seems like insane when Saint tells Inspired to shut up. But Lion should have taken that and ran with it so hard.
They have been, to be fair. All their content is
They
just
have?
like,
Okay.
yeah, it's just
Spanish.
I mean, well, the comms are in English, obviously, but like,
Yeah.
the wording on the videos and everything beyond, like, it's never gonna filter into our algorithms because it's meant for the Spanish fans.
Yeah. That's honestly really unfortunate.
Like, if
I'm
I go,
glad it's working for them.
like, let me just double check this, but I'm pretty sure if I go to Lyon,
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
oh Jesus Christ, video. If I go to Lyon LCS Twitter or LCS YouTube. Yeah, none of these videos are ever gonna appear on your or my For You page or like our homepage of YouTube because all of the titles are in Spanish, with the exception of the voice comms last week where it's just shut the fuck up, Lion versus TL LCS voice comms. But every other video is Spanish. So you and I are just like, people can say, "Oh, that's wrong." It's like, no, that's just how our brains work. We're gonna see a Spanish video and probably not click on it. 99 times out of 100 on YouTube.
Sorry, I'm just thinking because you're saying that. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't think about that fact. That does suck. Maybe that's a bad idea that Riot had, putting them in the league. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe they'll build a crazy Spanish fan base, but
they could, and by all means, like that'd be great for them. But
because I don't really get it. The titles are in Spanish, but all the words are in English. Thinking about it.
Exactly. Like it's a weird one. So I don't know what you do with it. But like beyond that, like I don't know. Like my thing with TL that I've been saying is like great. The pole belter and double lift announcements have 200,000 views combined on their YouTube channel over the last 2 weeks. There's not a single bit of content about the team itself since we started going on our losing skid. Not 1 minute.
That's terrible. I mean, you need some.
How the fuck am I supposed to keep up with that?
Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, is the fly office bit sick? Yes. Did we tell them that you need to make videos that also do what is it? So some of them are gonna be clickbaity, right, to blow up the channel? Yeah, we told them to do that. But you also have to take the FlyQuest video that pops up with Griffin, and then you need to show his struggles later in the week.
Yeah.
Like, let people love him for being a goober and doing the office clip that probably he didn't even know existed because he's so young. And then have the man, like, show them losing and how that affects him. I mean, I remember, like, people got mad when it was that, the Shaden thing we did.
Oh,
when
yeah.
people were getting really mad and saying that we were being parasocial. And all I could think in my head is, at the time, I was like, yeah, I hear you, whatever, you're mad. But isn't parasocial how this works?
Yep, it's exactly how it works.
This is the definition of parasocial. Like, oh, that's all sports. All sports are parasocial.
Yep. Like, as of right now, dude, I'm comparing JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray's words of them talking about the quarterback battle and seeing the difference between them. And like really like looking at it being like, hey, hold up now. You're saying different things. Hold up now. There appears to be some tension in the locker room. And it's like, good. That's like, I want to be able to see those moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to have all of it. I was having a conversation about an hour ago with somebody. And I was like, look, short form content is your discoverability. It is the thing that will get the most amount of eyes on it, but you have to be discovering something that lies underneath. So you have to have the long form content and the documentary series, the longer form videos. You got to have something for people to go to when they discover the short form. If it's just the short form, you're missing the other piece of the funnel. Like you're funneling people to something that's not catching anything. You're just funneling them through and they just keep going.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's exactly what it is. It is you have not linked anybody to a player or a team to a level that they feel emotionally attached. So then when it comes time to leave the scene, it doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah.
Like it has to hurt for your team to leave.
Yeah.
A little bit. Or it really didn't mean anything.
And I will say,
yeah,
I will say this to like give some level of credence to what I'm saying here from personal experience. In terms of my own social media and just like kind of like measuring my progress in the space, the fastest I grew as an individual creator was on TikTok via shorts or like short form content. Obviously, it's kind of like how I got my name and how people in the media spheres kind of knew who I was. I didn't start getting like true not recognition. I don't know what you want to call it. Like people didn't like fully know and have the background and have an understanding and beyond of me until I started doing YouTube content, longer form videos, which those shorter form videos funneled people to. That's whenever it really felt like internally, regardless of how anybody else sees it, I'm just telling you from my perspective. That's when I feel like I finally started getting some sort of like, not just recognition. Like people like knew my name, they would know my stances, they knew it wasn't clickbait. Like there was kind of a level of credibility that was given there.
Yeah.
You have to have that side of it. And your game days are not enough. You play one series a week.
Yep.
I see Yawn on my screen for a total of 2.5 hours every week. That's not enough in today's media world. Never going to be enough.
No. And there's not like, yes, there's not a perfect answer, I would say, to how you connect people. And yeah, some people get weird. But when you look at the only region that seems to be like consistently growing and succeeding, it's LCK, where people probably go too far in some ways. Yes, but also are like becoming like locked in. And then LEC has fan bases that would keep their teams alive, right?
Yeah.
Like KC's not going out of business anytime soon. Koi may be a different story.
They just released their
they have a
financials
fan
earlier
base.
today. I haven't looked at them, but they just released. You know what? I'm going to look this up now. This will be
But they
fun.
do have a diehard crew. I'll say that. Like they have a crew that loves them. And there has to be some connectivity there. Like if Caps left G2 and G2 started losing, do you think G2's really as big a deal?
No, definitely not.
Like Caps is the thing holding G2 together, and that's a problem. You can't have that. Like yes, there are Tiger numbers, right? Like you've said before with golf, where you just know that's the numbers you're getting because Tiger Woods is alive, and for G2 it's Caps. But you are supposed to be trying to figure out where you level out. And I don't think our orgs do that.
Yep. Looking now. This is interesting. Overactive Media, so the parent company that owns MCOY, the Toronto Ultra, and beyond. They ended this quarter with a $1.9 million loss, which compared to last year is down from a $4.4 million loss. But it looks like the majority of the makeup is a little bit of revenue. So they grew 1.4 million in revenue, which is good, but they grew 1.4 million in cost of sales on top of that. So it balanced out perfectly there. The big difference being a foreign currency translation income of about 1,700 or 1.7 million this quarter, which like really helped offset some of the numbers that would otherwise be the same. In terms of their statement of cash flows, they are net $2 million less in cash. They have about 7.9 million in the bank, down from 10 million this quarter last year. So they're still going through.
So they could be cooked.
I mean, they're fine. They're holding on for now. We'll see how that translates for future quarters, but for now, at least, they're staying the path. I mean, that's still better than Sentinels, for context. A lot better than Sentinels.
Yeah. Well, Sentinels is dog water. Hello.
My question:
they're gonna have to fire a slew of people.
They can't though. Rob Moore already said they're as lean as they can likely get, and they're losing what, 3 million a quarter or 3 million a year now. I mean, at this pace, to be fair, like we're saying that Koi isn't that bad. Koi's on pace right now to lose 8 million in the year. Because don't forget, that's one quarter.
Yeah.
That is one quarter only. If I go full, like looking at their income statement last year, they lost 8.5 million last year.
Well, they're gonna just be out of money soon, right?
I mean, yes and no. They could get an additional cash injection because it looks like at the end of the year. Oh, this is interesting. At the end of the year last year, they were at $4.3 million in cash. And they somehow ended this year, which is really interesting. They ended this year at this quarter at 7.9. Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to take a look on that. I need to look further at their statement of cash flows. I mean, well, just looking at their balance sheet. This is better. So taking away their receivables, they cashed in on a bunch of those. They're at 7.9 million in cash right now. They were at last year, they were at 4.3 million in cash. They have a ton of receivables that they could cash in on. But
and I will say, like, as far as the parasocial thing goes, I'm not saying you have to be weird about it. Like, you don't have to be doing crazy stuff, you know what I mean? And being a stalker and all these stupid things.
Yeah.
I'm literally just saying there's some sense of connection. There has to be a sense of connection. Like, you can't. There really is no reason to watch sports if you don't care about who wins or loses.
Pretty much.
Like, you kind of have to care. You can say all day you're just watching to enjoy you just want to see the gameplay at the highest level. Some people will say that. They'll be like, I just want to see it played at the highest level. But eventually you're going to want to see like a certain team win or lose. There has to be that side. And I don't think the crowd of people who just want to watch League be played at the highest level is really that big. Or going to spend that much money, or going to buy that deep in.
Yeah.
Like, really, people who just watch for the game are literally just watching for the game. I don't think you're really going to get anything out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Here's my thing. I guess my question to you. The big one. I know we've talked about it a lot, but now everybody's looking at the viewership today and being like, ooh, panic mode. The thread on Reddit talking about LCS viewership, when I tweeted about it earlier, had like 300 comments. It is now up to 815. There were 815 people, give or take, that chucked out their opinions on the LCS broadcast. Everybody's got their different reasonings as to why viewership's in the tank. But the reality is nobody is able to offer a fix. And it's kind of sad to think about. Because there really is no fix.
Well, the fix is the Hail Mary they're throwing right now.
Which is...
It's Jinxie.
I mean, they did that, though. And, like, hang on. Let me see. LCS Spring Viewership 2026.
Isn't our peak from the Jinxie day?
It is. I'm trying to look it up now.
Jinxie is the fix. Like, is it a long-term sustainable fix? Nope. But it's the fix.
Yeah, so our peak... It's a crazy difference. It's literally a 40,000 viewer difference between the two, which is his stream entirely. Our peak was the C9 FlyQuest series, which had a 158,000 peak. And then TL Lyon the next day had 104,000.
Yep.
40,000 swing. And in terms of the average viewers, it didn't move the needle. Our average viewership is still 56,000.
That's tough.
It's over a 25% drop. Or not over. It's close to a 25% drop at that point. So yeah.
That's really tough. Have they not fixed the average viewership yet?
Oh,
no,
for this weekend, bro.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's fixed.
Yeah.
It's fixed. It's too late. All right.
I know as a co-streamer, I need to be careful with my words, but you got to let this all burn down.
Probably.
You got to let it burn down so we can either build something from the ashes or go with somebody else, because it's not working. The broadcast is in a good state. Like, you can't make any additional product changes, really, other than like adding more games, but adding more games isn't going to like increase the viewership. Like, there's nothing you can throw into this equation that corrects the course that we're on right now.
I don't really buy that it was bloated.
Define bloated.
Well, John said it wasn't sustainable. The viewership.
Oh no, I think it was. Had we done a better job back in the day of like really blending the personalities from old to new and like ushering the new generation, we would have been better than we were. Yes, I think there still would have been problems with the whole international results. Like, the cycle would have always fed towards this, but we would have been closer to the LEC's position than North America's position.
Oh, I see his point. Like, some of the people today are dropping off. I guess I get what you mean.
Oh,
Internet culture moves on.
But my thing with that is like the old heads in the space just kind of like left and fucked off and like did their own thing, which, hey, they're entitled to do. But the new generation did not study in their footsteps. The new generation like did not take the ball and run with it and try to like push the envelope and grow and like do something a little bit different, but also, you know, still maintain that content standard. They did none of that.
Yeah.
And because of that, now we are all paying the price for it.
Pretty much.
And there's no answer. Like, I can sit here and tell you, oh, rank 5s are back. Teams should be doing content, and all should be great. I can sit here and tell you that, if players start streaming more, that would work out. But I don't have faith that the players would not only stream more, but also understand that you have to clip your content. You got to have VODs uploaded to YouTube. You got to be willing to talk and say the shit that you're not willing to say on stage with nobody there at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, it genuinely, as an esport, is all on the players. Like, Riot can't do anything more other than give us more game days, but that's not going to change anything. Like, I don't think, even if we expand to 10 teams tomorrow, even if we get double round robin in studio with high level production, it's not going to change anything. People are saying WoW or LoL Classic, that would have a temporary stint. And guess what? The players with their current personalities, even in League Classic, would suffer the same fate.
Yeah.
There's not anything you can do unless the players genuinely put in the work to be the celebrities that they're supposed to be.
Yeah. It sucks for them, but if you want to be this and you want to get paid money, you have no choice but to put yourself on blast 24/7. Which sucks. It does suck. But that's what you need.
Yep.
Like right now it's probably all tied into casual, I'd say, for some of the English viewership and internationals.
And beyond that, it's the LCK. Because
yeah,
when you're not giving people a storyline or a reason to watch North America, why wouldn't they just go watch the LCK, which is the better competitive product and gives you storylines?
Yeah. I don't.
But are that many NA watching LCK? Yes, they are. Sheep Esports continues to tell everybody that their traffic, Sheep and beyond tell you that their traffic for LCK headlines is from North America. People are genuinely watching the games. That is also seen in the international performances as well, where people want to watch their teams.
Mm-hmm.
And English viewership from North America is on their teams over ours.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I know everybody's kind of, raging out against the machine.
The LCK is entertaining with a ton of storylines. Give me one good storyline in NA. That's crazy.
I've got 5.
There's so many. Yeah,
there's
I was gonna say off the dome.
Off the dome, Griffin. Off the dome, Team Liquid having this roster of quote unquote all-stars that is faltering. APA is on a new team and proving that he was not the problem of Team Liquid, but is trying to go all the way. Blabber is trying to overcome the Inspired hurdle that he has had forever and is trying to figure that out. Lion's roster is the fucking story.
Yeah, I was gonna say their whole thing. It's just Lyon.
Yeah. There's so many good storylines in North America to watch right now, but people are just telling you that they're not interested because they don't care enough about the players and the teams.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And you got to give people a reason to care. And as of right now...
What is the viewership in English for LCK? Is there a number right now? Does this count? No.
No, they put it out there, but I don't know.
I mean, they're watched by like, but you gotta think LCK like has English, Vietnamese, Korean, like it's just so popular.
Hang on, I'm using Copilot to see if it can scrub the internet to find the picture that I'm. Okay. Trying to see overseas AMA. So the LCK put out last year. This is the only graph that I can find officially. Their average minute audience, which is average viewership, was 624K. Of that, 230 of that was domestic and Korean. 394,000 of that was international. Of that 394,000, about 22% of that was English audience. I don't have a breakout of Europe versus North America on this, but that's the percentage.
I mean,
and it's growing. Year over year, it's growing, by the way. It was 15% the year prior. It's 22% this year. So English viewership is growing for the LCK.
Here's like the easiest metric of all time to know if something's actually like doing well or not. Go to their live section and just look at their broadcasts.
Oh, yeah.
LCS 227 on this one for views, 200. Now, for people who aren't in the know, YouTube will give you a view count of the VOD, which kind of tells you, did that one do well, did it not? It's just a baseline lever, but it's not an actual like live number. But 227 total on that one, 200 on this one. That was the two playoff games. 149, 140, 197 on these other weeks. You go to LCK Global's YouTube live past ones, it's 928, 941, 831, 655, 638, 1.1 million, 852, 1.5 million, 500K. Like they're bottoming out at 430 when I scroll through here. And they're hitting like 1 million occasionally.
Yeah, for the bigger matchups.
Yeah, it's just that's your difference. That is how it is. And it stinks. But that's the way she goes.
I wish I had a better answer for folks. I do. I trust me. It's in my benefit, obviously, as well, for viewership to be good. And I don't have a good answer for you. I don't know what we do. And the reality is, this upcoming year, budgets are going to get slashed further. Because if you think going into 2027 with the viewership that we have right now, that things are going to remain the same, you are crazy.
Go ahead. I'm going to chuck this out there too. LCS is like Pat McAfee. I just watch him a lot. I like him. They're pulling like what he gets in off season on finals games, and he has 10 employees. There are like at least 50 to 100 for LCS total. Like if you take every team and everything else going on into this broadcast, that's just not sustainable. And he's getting those numbers while also being on TV and other things and having media rights and stuff you can't talk about probably, but all these different rights to things that we really miss the boat on. And it does help. I don't know why people don't like media rights in LoL Esports, but they don't.
Well, because they can't get it now. It's not that they don't like it. You couldn't get a media rights deal if you tried.
True. No, I more mean like why fans get mad when it was brought up in
fans
the
are
past.
just stupid. I'm sorry, but fans that are saying that media rights deals aren't good if you can get them are stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
like it blows. This all blows. It's not that fun. But it is crazy, I will say, despite all of this going on, that it's been this banger of a year. Like,
it's been
we
incredible.
genuinely have 5 teams that I think are like super interesting to watch. If not 6, it's probably really 6 when you throw DSG in there. They just choked at the worst possible time to choke.
Yep. The LCS is fun this year.
I don't fully believe
fairly
fans
fun.
won't watch if it's content blocked. I think people figure it out.
Yeah.
And things grow. And the reason things grow, and really, I'm going to give people the logic behind media rights and why you do this. You think on the surface level, but Paul, if it's sold to this company, I can't watch it without paying money. That sucks. So I'm going to steal it. Okay, you steal it, whatever. Fine by you. Do what you got to do. Not really fine by you, I guess, but that's what you're going to do. But then what happens is that company manages that stuff. They know that's happening. They know what ads they're still getting through on those sites because they're not dumb. They know how much actual impression they're still getting. They have ways of tracking it all. And I mean, because these people get busted a lot. And then on top of that, it is in their best interest to grow your sport for you.
Yep.
They are promoting it for you. They're helping you push it. If it's something that's kind of big and it starts growing really well, then they're going to ride the momentum for you. And that's kind of what you need.
Yep.
You need somebody to push the momentum because let's be real, finance degree guys who are running LCS, like Greeley and Needham and all them, don't fully understand entertainment like that, and they need somebody a little more in their element than what they probably have at LCS, for being honest. Those people probably got Nepo hired in gaming. Let's be real. Or they're friends of somebody or blah, blah, blah. It's how it goes all the time. And they're probably way out of their depth. And by probably, I mean they were, because it failed miserably. Yeah. So it's like you just are out of your depth. That's why you let literally a company like CBS, Fox, NBC, Amazon Prime right now. I won't even name yours so I don't get you in trouble. You let one of them who's been doing it for years do it because they need to. And when people are like, well, has Prime really been doing it for years? They bought MGM. Like, they bought somebody who had been doing it for years, because you're not buying a company just to buy them. You're buying the employees. Like, you need the people who've been around for a while. Even if their system isn't working, you need the ideas of what they had and kind of that baseline level of what works to then understand how you're going to do it in the future and adapt.
Yeah.
Because you can't do what LCS did, and really LCK doesn't even do it. They have TV rights in Korea. They're not just streaming it for free everywhere else, or everywhere. It's crazy to stream things for free. It's so unsustainable.
The thing I will say, I'm seeing it in the YouTube chat. Yes, it is too late for the LCS. Like, just being blunt with you, it is too late. We are playing the waiting game to see what comes from the ashes. That's ultimately all this is. And for people that are like, oh, well, in esport, hey, game lasted longer than most is, sports took 100 years to get figured out. Now, I'm not saying that this game will be around for 100 years. Obviously, there's naturally more risk to this than there would be with a traditional sport. But just because something's dying off in the way that we knew it doesn't mean that it won't exist in a different way going forward and be fine. And that's what I need people to start getting their heads around, because that's going to be a very hard concept to deal with over the next 2 years as we grapple with what direction Riot decides to take the LCS. It's like North American League of Legends will still exist in some capacity. The interest is clearly there. They wouldn't be hosting Worlds in New York City and knowing it'll sell out in an instant if they didn't know that there was demand here. But the form that North American League will take, and whether that even is North America, whether it just like becomes Korea, touring it around, I don't fucking know. Like, something is going to come of all this. It's not just going to die. We are still the biggest esport in the world. Regardless of the problems that we have as an individual section within it, we are still the biggest esport in the world. And remember that. Because something will come from the ashes. Whether we like that or not, we're just going to have to fucking accept it. But it's not like it's just going to vanish into nothing.
Yeah. No, there's no world. It can go literally to not exist. There has to be something that somebody could do, but my biggest hope is it's not. I just don't want it to be more like people who just are the good idea guy who don't actually have a sustainable way to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's constantly what we've been getting, sadly. Is the people who are like, yeah, I have a good idea. Like the Nepo hires. It's just perma Nepo hires in esports. And it's not Nepo like your kids. Nepo's like, oh, I just know this friend. And I hired him to do something that's way out of his depth.
I mean, unfortunately...
Or just isn't what he would do.
I don't know what you do about it, because the biggest thing that you need to be able to replace that is you need people that are willing but also experienced to come into the industry. And you're in...
Yeah, and I don't know who does that, because Riot... I would think Riot has to pick somebody, but they're not going to anymore if it's dead.
I mean, at least for NA, no. But you need somebody from like the global side that also cares about NA that would be willing to push it.
Hmm.
And right now, it seems like the global push is like, you're damned if you do. I mean, to be clear, Riot takes majority blame for the system, but I will keep harping on the fact that both teams and players bear a lot of responsibility in all this. Like,
yeah.
Like way more than we are like trying to. That way more than we are saying right now. Like, they genuinely carry the majority of the weight here. Like, even in a bad system, trust me, Call of Duty's been in a bad system for like 6 or 7 years now. And yet, they still find a way to make it work. And the events are incredible. I mean, they just sold out, similar to League, sold out 40,000 seats for their next major. In Paris.
Peace, bro.
Yeah. And in general, like prior to that, like Major 3 was a massive success at DreamHack. Every single seat was filled. So like to me, like the system has been shit for Call of Duty. Yet it's kept a level head. Why? Mm-hmm. Because the personalities around the space, the creators on the co-streaming front were way more invested and responsible than the current crop of, well, okay, I need to exclude Dom and Cadril from that. But like I'm thinking like, unfortunately, LS, Double Lift, Media, like the former pros in recent years, like they didn't take the same care that recent pros with Call of Duty did.
Yeah.
But if they can find a way,
yeah,
we're like, if they can do it, we can do it. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't really say I don't know. I think the other two tried hard at times. But I think there's also certain things like opportunities that like we just didn't have, I guess, happen here.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the whole Los Ratones thing was just really tough. The way it played out.
It accelerated the demise a little bit.
That was rough. Like, it was a typical Riot blunder, I would say. Like, Riot saw that they were in a spot that was going to what is it called? They were stuck almost.
Yeah.
And they panicked, and they, instead of letting something plateau and then seeing if it can rebound and find a good level balance, they're like, well, let's try to money grab at it in a month.
Yep.
And then that killed it because they gave it a good finale.
Yep.
Same thing they did with LCS. They gave it a fantastic finale 2 years ago.
Yep.
And that kind of killed it. I'm not gonna lie.
The other
And
thing
I'm not even blaming like Cadriel with that. I'm
No.
saying like it's dead as Riot. Riot just
I'll tell you this.
They don't know how to
it's
manage
funny.
stuff.
It's funny thinking about how like everybody like is throwing blame on Cadriel, and I'm not saying that's not wrong to a certain extent. Like obviously, in the points that before people freak out whenever I say that, in the points that you brought up the other week in terms of your criticisms, I think some of those are fair, some of them not. We do not blame Reggie enough for the downfall of all this. We genuinely don't. Because like you look at what TSM to League of Legends is what Optic is to Call of Duty. And Optic has stuck around for so long despite brand changes and beyond because the people at the top of Optic had an understanding of what works at a minimum and also had enough care and passion that they would never let something like get in the way. And
I wish he could have just been like Ocelot, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And pass it on to somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the TSM brand could have ushered us through some really bad fucking times had they still been around. But because they're not, and because Reggie fucked it up so bad.
Yeah.
Like, we're just screwed now. If they had done what Optic did, I promise you LCS would still be... It would be in a much better state than it is right now if TSM was still around.
I mean, he just could not chill out. And it sucks because no, like, owner ever, like, I mean, there's just nothing they could do. None of the owners we have really have, like, I guess, what that brand had. I mean, just no brand has it.
No.
And it's like you're trying to ask, to be honest, it'd be like asking Steve and Jack to just do something with their brand that they just can't.
Well, because Steve and Jack don't have it in them anymore.
Yeah, and I don't think like TL or C9 really just had, like, I know at the time we said they have to pick up the mantle, but really, like, we're seeing it now. They just never had the ability. It was never going to happen. C9 is just not built to be the number one team in our region.
No, C9 is always built to be like the counter to whoever is the lead.
They have to be. This isn't even an offensive meaning behind it. They have to be the little brother effect.
Yes.
Punching up.
Yep. Hey, Blue Water League, thank you for the raid. Bullet,
like,
I hope you're doing well.
There was nothing C9 could do to actually take all of the, I guess, pain and everything and shoulder it. I don't know. That comes with being number one.
Yeah.
I don't think Fly really could do it either because they had a moment where they were going to be that thing and they just could not shoulder the load. Because it comes with controversy.
Yep.
But you have to be able to get through it. I mean, even G2 now isn't, if we're being real. That's why LEC's having trouble. Like, it's crazy. I'm getting myself into a bad spot now. Where I'm starting to be like, yo, bro, Loki, you need Ocelot and Reggie around. Like,
I don't think you need that. Here, this is where I see like one possible.
Kind of sucks.
There's one angle I've got, but I don't have faith that it will happen the way it needs to. And it's what I mentioned earlier today for those of you that saw the harbor. If you didn't, because you're new around here, because Blue Water League just joined, first and foremost, thank you. And Garmin, thank you for the follow. Be sure to check it out on the YouTube side. But I said with Double Lift and Pobelter now in Team Liquid, you have the chance for them to become what Steve can't be, which is like this public-facing part of the brand that reps the League of Legends program that could also, by the way, like run a tier 2 program and like GM it and also bring awareness and, you know, celebrity status to some of these rookies and put them on the map more so than any other organization could do for them. But you have the chance to kind of like establish yourself as like the big dog of content and beyond with the big names that you have. But I don't have, until proven otherwise, I don't know if they'll do it. Like the near airport failure makes me genuinely believe that like they don't fully know what it takes. Otherwise, they would have done it themselves without joining TL.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
But you can't tell me that like Double Lift and Pobelter GMing and potentially coaching a tier 2 team wouldn't make all 5 starting players for their roster instantly the most popular people in tier 2.
I mean, they would be, but I don't know how long it'd even last, bro.
I know, because I don't expect their commitment to be like fully there. But like, I'm just saying, like, if I had the chance, if I was in Double Lift's shoes, okay, obviously I'm not Double Lift. I don't have that career. Like, I'm making a lot of assumptions here in this situation. You could very quickly become the face of TL, like forever, and like beyond this 2-year contract, like get yourself to the point where like you have.
I don't think he has the
sway
work
and
ethic.
control. I know, but I'm saying like if I'm in
He
that
burns out
situation,
quick.
like my weekdays are 2 to 3 days a week at minimum. I'm checking in on everything tier 2 and like kind of giving the status reports and and all that. And then I'm having that blend with the tier 1 program and then co-streaming LCS on weekends.
Yeah, he doesn't have that work ethic, bro. He's got so much money.
I know.
He ain't doing all that. He just ain't. I agree with you though. Like the reason I said we low-key needed the Ocelot and the Reggie like around in some capacity, even though they're annoying people, is because G2 really doesn't, like, without caps, there's not really that much interesting about them. They're not really that spicy as they used to be.
No, they lost our edge.
Yeah, like caps is just the only thing that keeps people interested, I think. And like their managers, I don't know. That was kind of a weird post. The one where he was naked with a paycheck or whatever to EWC.
Oh, Romain? No, I find Romain hilarious. I always have.
That was weird to me.
I love his. He's got.
But it worked.
He's
it
got that
eyes
French sense of humor that I appreciate.
He does. I know he's generally funny. That was just. I was like, bro, that's something else.
He's also a
sometimes
Greenwall
he's
alum,
so unhinged.
So you watch
I'm
your
just
mouth.
like, whatever, bro. What?
He's also a Greenwall alum, so you watch your mouth.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he when he came over to the LCS back in 2018, he was with Optic for a year and a half before going to G2.
I mean, he low-key might be the guy, though, to give them the edge, because, hey, you can't get much more edge than, you know, getting down to your birthday suit.
Not
it works. Wrong. And all press is good press. Our rule still applies.
Always.
The rule still applies. All press is good press. But it is hard because I don't really know. Could TSM have really kept it up without Bjerg?
Yeah.
That long, you think?
Yeah. Well, okay. Without the problem though is like you need to turn your alumni into like creators within the org, and like you have to find a way to like segue it into the next chapter.
Yeah.
And I don't think TSM ever like did a good job of that, but
no.
What do I know? Anyways, anything else we want to talk about? Because we've been live for a bit now. Anything else we're missing headline-wise? I know we didn't talk about like the Barstool C9 stuff, but I kind of beat that to death on Twitter, I think.
I totally forgot to even bring that up.
It's just like
It's whatever.
It's just some bullshit.
It's crazy that if that dude still has a job, that's wild. What he sent is low key insane.
Crazy to me, but
I would not. Yeah, I don't know why you would keep that guy hired. Like, you can. The fact that they. Well, I don't know. Did they take the stance of like they leaked DMs? That's messed up. Did they take that stance as an org?
yeah, Jack said it wasn't consented to release it.
Yeah, that's a stupid take.
It is.
That's a stupid take. When you read what he wrote, and the first thing you think of is, but he didn't consent to it, and it's like, oh, so he's allowed to consent to text messages, but you're also like not at all feeling like it's a little immoral to tell a kid who's how old? I don't know, but tier 2 that he needs to pay a 10K buyout, bro. You can't get together 10K. I know times are down, but it's 10 grand.
Well, I mean, not it. Well, I mean, it's not even telling the kid that the kid has to pay out of his EWC money, which I think is some bullshit. Like, you're a tier 1 organization, fucking pay the fee. That's you're putting one player in a different financial situation than the rest knowingly, which creates animosity and creates a different, like, you just don't want, it's bad practice in my opinion. But on top of that, like, who the fuck are you to bully Barstool in this situation? Like, the tier 2 orgs,
yeah, that's also
they
crazy
make no money other than content and selling players.
Yep.
And you can make the debate of like, oh, you know, I don't know what the contracts look like for these tier 2 players. And like, there's the argument of, oh, they're making $1,000 and then you're putting a $5,000 buyout on top of their head. The reality is the market determines the buyout value. Like, it's not like this is not a situation that we've seen in the past where somebody's gatekeeping. Like, Barstool said, like, look, it's a soft 10K. Just talk to us. I'm sure we can find an amount. You're negotiating in good faith then. And all this relies on that. But to then come out and say that you're jailing him on a $2,000 thing whenever you could pay that. Okay. 2, you're like passing up on the obligation that you have to tier 2 to like, they're the ones developing talent for you. You do need to pay them a little bit. That's what keeps the ecosystem as it is sustainable, whether that's, you know, the right way to do it or not, irrelevant. That's the current system. And then just to say that you're jailing the kid when he signed a contract is fucking crazy. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I don't think I could sum it up better than that. I mean, it was just crazy.
Props to Barstool, though, by the way, for publishing fucking everything. They're the best thing to happen to esports as of late.
Yeah, they'll say whatever they want. I mean, low key, he ain't suing them. Let's be real. They got the money to play ball.
It was so
funny. And they'll make it all public.
Oh, that was the best thing. Was like a lot of the folks in the COD space were like, I pray to God that Jack like elevates this further so that we can get a Dave Portnoy video on this. Yeah, because whether you like Dave Portnoy or not, he is overly transparent to a fault. You will get all the full details about this situation the second he opens his mouth about it.
Yeah.
And you can disagree with how he handles business. You could find it obnoxious. I hate his political views. Whatever. He will give you all the details willingly.
Yeah. And I mean, I did get a good chuckle out of the fact like C9 did something shady and every C9 fan just went, it was probably the right thing to do at the right time.
Oh no, I saw
they are consistent.
C9 fans on the Reddit were like pissed at Jack.
Oh, they were?
Oh yeah, they were pissed. They're like,
not in the Discord this morning.
And our Discord is not indicative of the C9 fan base as a whole. The C9 Reddit and Twitter were all like, Jack, sell the fucking team.
Yeah.
It is a dog shit team in terms of like what they're putting into it. You have no good results. You're forcing like the younger players that you're trying to get from tier 2 to pay their buyout fees. Just leave the fucking space already. Like that's the genuine consensus from C9 fans. They're not happy about this at all.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even say what it was.
What?
People are asking what did they even do?
Oh, quick context to wrap this up, and then you can go back and rewatch the segment, I guess. Cloud9 wanted a tier 2 player in Call of Duty to replace on their last place Call of Duty team. And the tier 2 team that was holding the player, or that has the player on contract that they want, said, hey, 10K buyout in these years. But it's a soft 10K. We're open to negotiating. And the C9 GM, or whoever the fuck it was from C9, sent a text saying 2K hard, that's their hard limit, and you should really be ashamed that you're contract jailing an 18-year-old by putting him in this situation. Basically trying to pressure and bully Barstool into giving the player over for free.
Yeah.
It's like you signed a contract, the buyout, it's not like this is an egregious buyout. They're not asking you for $100,000. This player's total contract that you're about to pay him is minimum $50,000 annually. And you can't afford a 2K buyout without taking it out of his pay. Crazy. Fucking crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just good business, I guess. It's why they're still around.
I know people wanted us to talk about the NBA skins coming to Wild Rift. I have nothing good to say about it.
I don't really care.
So,
I don't know
Wild
about
Rift
it that much.
is its own thing.
Yeah.
All right. I think
Good
that's
for them.
I think that's it for me.
Sure.
All right. In terms of content, you'll have the pit on Friday. You'll have the co-stream for the FlyQuest Sentinel series on Saturday. Sunday, I will be live after I get back from golf. So that'll probably be game 3 of that series at best. And then from there, that's about it.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll catch you all later. Bye-bye. Thank you, Blue Otter,
Adios.
again for the raid.